little thin, huh?
I fight that with my chipping all the time. I hit a green, I'm in great shape. I miss a green, and it's either chunk or I thin the hell out of it.
Okay.
It's very frustrating.
So what do you think about when you're hitting these shots?
Try not to have a lot of breakdown in my hands. I know I've got to kind of keep my hands relatively firm through impact, but I feel like the club bottoms out in the wrong spot, and I hit a lot of thin shots.
Okay. All right, so stay right there.
Okay.
So if I check your ball position right there, that's kind of on your left heel,
Yes.
right? Let's get it in the center of your body, right? There you go. So now if I were to draw a line here, and where that ball is, it's right up through your sternum.
Yes.
As opposed to closer to your left armpit.
Okay.
Go in. Simple adjustment, right?
That
did it
felt different.
Did it look forward before, or did it look?
No, it looked further back in my stance for sure. Definitely felt much more solid.
So we moved the ball an inch and a half, and the rest takes care of itself.
The rest takes care of itself. Still trying to feel, like we talked about in the last lesson on the full swing, when we were hitting little pit shots, of trying to feel much more body rotation.
Yeah.
And I feel like I do that, I just wasn't catching it solid. I guess because the ball was too far forward in my stance. Would make sense. Club bottoms out, catching it more on the upswing, which is getting me into trouble.
All right, so let's try something here.
Okay.
We talked about using what we called firm hands at the bottom. So hit one, no wrist going back, no wrist going through. Then I want you to hit one, wrist going back, no wrist going through. And then finally, wrist back, wrist through. So three distinct motions. So that's no wrist back, no wrist through. All right, so now we're gonna Mickelson, hinge back and then none through. Okay. All right.
Then a lot of
wrist both ways. There you go. All right, so which one of those do you think is the most repeatable?
Most repeatable is the one that has the least amount of work in it, and that's no wrist.
Right. Correct. Yep. So that's what we're trying to achieve here is no wrist back, no wrist through, just on this little shot.
Right.
Now if we're hitting a flop, maybe it's different. Good. All right, so same concept here. What do you have, a 58?
That was a 60 right there.
Let's move to a less lofted club. Same thing, but what we're going to have to do is change our landing spot, right?
Yep.
So when we get on the course, obviously our target isn't necessarily the hole, it's where the ball lands, right? So our landing spot's going to have to be closer to us. Maybe it's here instead of up in here, right?
Same type of motion though, correct?
Same exact technique. Good. All right, so that, whew. So that carried, what would you say, 4 or 6 feet shorter?
Yeah, every bit of 4 feet shorter, but it did get a little bit more run out.
So this is where, again, when we're on the course, we have to pick our target, right? So one of the ways you can practice this to help it translate to the course is really focus on where the ball lands. Right?
I'm not trying to fly it to the hole. I'm trying to pick a landing area and then let it just release out from there.
Good.
I do see ball flight is coming out a little bit lower. Definitely getting some more run out.
Yep. And that run out, same technique, just a different tool in our hands, right?
Correct.